Today we are going to be unboxing a reptile that I bet you would never think of to see on this channel. Well, that's because it's not mine. It's actually my partner's Casey's. She just got it in, it's going to be shipping here today, and we're going to be able to record it on video and check out this new really weird reptile. While we wait for this dude to get over here and finally unbox a very unusual reptile. Let's get into it. Now we do have some time to kill before the reptile gets here, which brings us to a good point of its home isn't finished yet, so we gotta quickly build a temporary one. As to where this reptile will be going for its final enclosure build, it is what I like to call a Frankenstein enclosure. It is quite a few Zen habitats put on top of each other and around each other to create, I want to say it is 4 foot long, 3.5 feet deep or high, but then in some areas you then get a box that is going to be 6 feet. A very confusing enclosure. It's basically a 4 by 2 by 4 or 6, but then you add that one crested gecko. It's very confusing, but it's gonna make a really cool build. I wanted to do and just turn that into kind of a mountainous cave-like system. So we'll be getting the materials this weekend and start building that out, creating a full background for all of this thing and some stuff for the underneath, of course, some plants, everything like that. However, that's going to take us a little bit. It's not going to be an easy thing to do. In the meantime, for about the 1 to 2 weeks it's going to take me to build that out, we need a temporary enclosure for this baby reptile, which happens to be the thing that is, right underneath me. It's why I'm so far from the camera. Let's check it out. It's going to be this bad boy right here. This is going to be the large wide exoterior, they've called it, a 36 by 18 by 18. Not the best enclosure for the reptile we are going to be getting in. However, it'll get the job done. Temporary enclosure, a couple of weeks max, it'll be fine. Now, before this was just shelved onto the floor and not really used, it was actually used for my Quince monitor. I had a beautiful background in here, and then he decided that backgrounds are for chumps and destroyed it a good chunk of it trying to get inside the background. All that work and money, they just claw it up. So the background does need to be taken out. I thought I was going to redo it, but I'm just going to scrap the whole project and I'll do a new background on this eventually when we have a use for this. For now though, we don't have the time for a background, so this whole thing's going to come out, then we're going to take everything out and make a little cool temporary enclosure for this dude. Well, it's not the prettiest cage, but it will do for the 1 to 2 weeks, like I said. So now the cage is good, we're gonna move it up to where it needs to go, and then we can get to the unboxing, which is probably the only reason why you clicked on this video. Before we get into that unboxing, I do have this inconspicuous box right here that came with a very ominous letter, and I'm very excited to see what this could be. Oh my god. It's Magic Mind. You guys know we've been very successful in building out our gecko army, and while I've been taking these last couple of months really focusing on just creating a bioactive empire on top of our gecko army, well, I kind of fell off my training and a few other stuff as well. Most of you might have noticed. It's just like, yes sir, I unfortunately am here to admit that I went from being muscle daddy all the way down to just dude with dad bod. An unfortunate mistake that has dire consequences to my self. However, with getting back to proper weight training, a pretty decent diet, and then of course supplementations like Magic Mind, I have gone from that to this, which I would say is decent. We're getting there. A little more time. We need a little bit more time to get back. Magic Mind is going to be great for people that when they come for their diet, it might not be the most pyramid diet. Mine is just stuffing as much protein as I possibly can to get the maximum amount of gains that I want. However, Magic Mind is filled with a bunch of nice vitamins and minerals to help complete that diet and get you in the best working condition that you can really be. Great stuff like ashwagandha, which is used to kind of help with either stress and or sleeping as well. One thing that I excel at and get none of. Unfortunately, that is in the opposite order. I am stressed 100% of the time and I barely get any sleep. But with stuff like this, it has helped. Doing this little magic mind, little morning daily shot thing for a little bit now. I want to say a few weeks at this point. And I gotta say, on top of everything else that we're doing, trying to get back into shape, it's definitely been an improvement. My energy's better. I feel a little bit less foggy in the brain. And overall, I'm just able to like, just be a better person. Not like morally, just like activity-wise. If you're also a person like me that only follows the ancestral tenets of being a full-blown, full-blooded alpha meat-eating machine and thinks stuff like vegetables are nothing more than rabbit and tortoise food, then Magic Mind might be you, just getting some of those vitamins and minerals that these supposed vegetables have. I'll know when I see the research. Cool little thing, one shot, good to go for the day. If you guys want some more information, I got it down in the description and in the pinned comment, and you do get a huge discount if you use that link or the code that I have listed probably right here. Thank you guys so much. All right, let's get into the legitimate unboxing. I swear, man, every time you buy from fucking bare minimum, the bare minimum is all we're asking for over here, and this is below. This is pretty shabby shipping a reptile out, live animal out, in my opinion. This is pretty crap. Not as bad as this video right here, which was the worst shipping I've ever seen. A used light bulb box to ship the geckos to me, but this one's second place. Doesn't sound insulated. Yeah, let's see what fun adventures are in this box, but first I gotta go get Casey. Now, what do you think is in this box?
I think it's the reptile that I ordered.
That's gonna be a pretty good guess. This is a not great box. As always, the Baggins Blade will be opening it. I've never had someone else here while I do this. I should probably be a little bit more careful than I usually am.
Safety first.
Oh, not even insulated. Wow. At least it's got some newspaper, you know? At least it wasn't banging around in a hollow box. All right, you ready? Mm-hmm. Well, he's moving. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait, you gotta move that. Oh my goodness!
Oh, he is really cool.
Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh. You are so handsome. Hi.
You know, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think I was gonna like this thing, but it is pretty rad.
I can't wait for him to get bigger.
Now, I've kept it in suspense for this long. This is a green basilisk lizard, or the Jesus lizard. Now, these guys usually aren't very uncommon. Maybe nowadays, I don't know, I don't see them as often as I used to see them. However, this one is supposedly captive bred. Now that I've seen the way they pack their shipping boxes, I'm doubting that it's actually captive bred, but it is a baby male basilisk lizard, which I think is a pretty cool and definitely something that you wouldn't see or think to see on this channel. What shall you name him?
Oh, that's gonna be a hard one. I don't know. What do you think? Do you have suggestions? I don't know. We might have to think on this.
Jesus.
I don't like that.
Jean-Paul?
I want to take him out, but I feel like he'd be really squirmy.
That's the type of content we love here on this channel. Let's open this bad boy up.
Okay, you can do it.
Right, it's making a knot. Jesus.
Do you want me to use your knife? Sword?
This is my... Yeah, like, what the fuck is this thing?
Oh my gosh, be careful.
No,
wait, I don't think that's...
It's so dull now at this point.
Alright.
The scissors. What do you mean, you organized?
Oh, near the front. Like, where the packing tape is.
Are you kidding me? I brought hedge clippers. Is Frankie Staninsky, the new basilisk lizard. Alright, just run out. Almost gotcha. Why is he so angry? Well, he bit his toes. That's cool how long their toes are.
Got a long its tail is.
So this is a green basilisk to get around the size of a Chinese water dragon, which I believe is like 2.5, 3 foot max. The cool thing, you actually already start seeing it, is the little hump. They get this really big hump when they're an adult and they run on water. We will be testing this at our local pond as soon as we have him trained to recall.
Maybe we can start in the kiddie pool.
All right.
Oh, you're gonna bite me. Hi. Oh my gosh, even like his coloring is so beautiful.
I'm guessing it's like, so with like keeled belly lizards, when they're babies, they're like this nice turquoise blue, but they'll grow out of it to be like a big green.
He's gonna be like vibrant green.
Yeah, like big green. Ah, he don't even want to.
Oh.
You don't even want to. Awesome little dude. As I talked about earlier, he'll be getting a very big enclosure that we'll be doing a little Project Jungle build for. Before that, like the one you guys just saw, we'll be putting him in that temporary enclosure for about a week or so. Weekend, we'll go get some supplies, and then we'll do a lot of work. But I think it'll be cool having this little dude. Weird dude for a weird enclosure. That's what I always say. Oh, he held my finger.
Oh, that's cute.
See, he don't even want to bite. He's, oh!
Oh, he got you startled him.
Oh.
Don't bite me.
Boys and girls, that's gonna wrap it up for today. We gotta go put this dude in an enclosure and actually build another enclosure before we build the final enclosure for this lizard right here. As always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to follow us over here at Dakota Blue Exotics. I'm Dakota. That's a lizard. You're watching Disney Channel. Goodbye. Hey. What are you doing? Why are you trying to click off the video and not heading over to Magic Mind like I said? What's that, Wilson? They're missing out on huge savings and deals without using the link that I have? What? They're also always gonna stay beta soy boys if they don't start using Magic Mind? Wilson, I don't know about all that, but hey, huge discounts you're missing out on there. Check out the link down there. Alright, Wilson, sound them off. He's camera shy.